Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here. Welcome to the final hour of trading today on October 20th, 2021. We've got an hour to go before we finish up the day here. The Dow hit a new high today, all-time high between my first show and this show. Not by a lot. We've got an hour to, not by a lot, but it did hit a new all-time high. The Dow right now is ahead 163.9 at 35,621. The high was 669, so it was 48 points higher than where we are right now. This was about a 38-point gain over the previous all-time high. Nothing crazy. But it sets the table for another shot to go even higher now. Now that we've hit a new high again, we're free to go. We'll see how this Dow and the market wants to react. The rest of the markets are doing fine too. I see S&P. I see S&P up 17, but I see NASDAQ down 9. Some of the big FANG stocks are not necessarily jumping in on the parade at the moment. But we are seeing a good market at this point, and, we'll just see what's going to happen. A couple of stocks that we're following are doing all right, too. I'm going to tell you all about that here in just one moment. I've just got to shift over to member mode, so pardon me 1 minute while we shift over to member mode only for commentary. Thank you, all of you who are here today watching the show. Hope you're having a good day today. Hope you're making money in these markets, because we have some stocks doing just very nicely here, and we're happy to see this. All right, we are over there. We're done, and we have 68 thumbs ups. Thank you. Keep them coming in. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Here we go. The stocks we're following closest: Rocket Lab, $12.98 right now, up 62 cents. This is pretty well the high of the day. We did touch 1302 just a moment ago, so we're consolidating around 13 bucks, up 62 cents on 3.65 million volume. The news today came out this morning that they're going to try to recover their Electron rocket, introduce helicopter recovery, and this will likely result in Rocket Lab being a lot more profitable per launch. If they can reuse a good chunk of those Electron rockets each and every time, that brings them one step closer to full recovery and full reuse. Smart move on this company's behalf. The shareholders are liking it. The market is liking it. Here we are, 1302 again. We're popping higher, and it's looking very good. Sofi, 2097. We had hit $21 earlier today. That was around 12:30. We hit 21.05, 06. Then we backed off into the high 20s. We were on 2074, 2066. Now we're back to 21 again. $20.96 at this moment in time. We're just flirting and hovering around 21 a share. Volume 20,250,000. The buying keeps coming in. There is day trading going on, of course, but there's a lot of buying coming into this stock for long-term hold. We are seeing, I just see it here. I could sense it. There is institutional buying coming in on this stock that is not here for a quick $1 or $2 flip. This is stock that's being put away for 100 a share or more. There are some serious buyers coming in here, institutional buyers. Good sign. The days of the $13, $14 stock sales are over. I think the worry about, there's stock going to be freed up for trading, that's gone. That's all been bought up. It's all been accumulated. It's all been taken off the street. We're now trading at $21 a share, up 78 cents. GameStop down 204 to 184.75. We've had a very quiet day on GameStop. The high of 188, the low of about 182. We've only had a $6 swing today. Quiet day on GameStop. Matterport, 1934, down only 9 cents. We've been as low as 1886, as high as 1937, a 50-cent range or so. We're down 9 cents to 1934. Not a lot to get excited about so far today on Matterport. ME, well, at 1018 last trade, we're up 55 cents on the day here. We had a mention on Jim Cramer's show last night. Cramer mentioned it again first thing this morning. The stock had a nice little run right off the get-go. It went right up to about 1070 in the first half hour or so of the day. We hung around that level for a while, but then about an hour or two later, we began to drift a little lower back into the 1030s, 40s. Now we're at 1018, 1017. Volume 5.4 million, but holding that $10 level without any real trouble. And We await news from the company. That's what we're all wondering about now. What will ME tell us they're doing? What's the next announcement? We'll keep an eye open. I'll let you know as soon as I know. But the stock is looking very, very good. Smart Rent up to $12 a share, up a quarter today. It's been up pretty well all day today. Spire Global 578, up a penny. Volume today on Spire 688,000 shares. The shares hit the high of the day just about just short of 11 o'clock this morning. They reached 605 and they lasted there for about a minute. Then the powers that be, and whoever those powers are, decided to dump this stock. And it came down back into the 590 range. Then it drifted all the way down into the 580 range. And then it popped back up again to about 592. Again, got hit again with another wave of selling. And it went in about 15 minutes from 590 to about the low of the day, 576. Now we're at 578. We're up a penny. We've been up all day, even or ahead, just even or just ahead, but we haven't been able to go higher than 605. This is the 8th or 10th day in a row where this stock will not go up. It reaches a 5-10 cent run. It gets slammed right back down. This stock is being heavily manipulated and it's being crushed here. It is being maintained here. It is being held here, probably against its will. But I got to tell you, the only group that can make this stock go higher are the shareholders of the company itself. And the only way that this stock is going to go higher is when a majority of the shareholders who have shares, whether you have 50 shares, 100, 200, 500, whatever you got, when you decide as a group, all of you together, to basically double your position, then this thing has gone to 25 a share. But until the buy wave comes in here and takes on these guys, really pushes these guys around, these guys are going to keep the stock right down here. They're having a fun time keeping it crushed. They're shorting, they're holding it short, and they're keeping it down here because no one is pushing them around to get them off the teeter-totter. They're not getting off the teeter-totter. They're having a great time. It's going to require retail investors en masse to step in here and just start buying this stuff. And that'll take them out. That'll blow their minds out because they will not be able to stop the entire market. The other issue is if buying came in from 30 different brokerage houses at the same time, again, the retail army came in, wherever your accounts are. If buy orders came in from 30 different firms all into the market simultaneously over the next couple of days, these guys would have so many bullets to shoot. They'd have to shoot bullets at everyone. They'd run out of bullets. I don't think they'd be able to stand them. And I have a feeling that the brokerage firms that they're using to short the stock will cut them off at the knees and say, boys, we can't support you anymore on your short campaign. You have to cover your positions. But at the moment, they rule the roost. Spire, 579, up 2 cents a share. ATIP, what a day today. 283 a share right now, down 82 cents. Volume on ATIP now is 12.99 million. We are getting a blowout. We are getting anyone out there who is, let's say, they're not interested in the long term. They're interested in short-term profits. They're getting out. There are people here who might be saying, yeah, I believe in these guys. I think they can turn this company around, but it's going to take a year. I'm not going to wait a year. I don't have that kind of attention span. I'm out of here. I'm walking. I also believe that there could be a number of people on ATIP who had this on margin, and the loss today is just too much to bear. The marginability has dropped on them, and now under $3 a share, they're getting kicked out by their brokers, and that could be happening as well. Having said that, though, I kind of get the impression that we have really slowed up on volume in the last 2 hours. Maybe 1 million shares have traded, not that many. Now at 283, we're running out of paper, and it's possible, again, it's always possible that a wave of retail buyers of ATIP who own it at 10, they own it at 8, they own it at 6, they've been buying it at 5, they've been buying it at 350, and now they're going to come in here at 283 and they're going to buy it again. And enough of a buy wave comes in here, this thing turns around. The funny thing is, ATIP now, the so-called market cap of the company, $558 million. 130 million of that 558 is cash. We know because they just announced it last night. 135 million is cash. So about not quite a quarter of the company is cash. That puts this stock at a super cheap price. That this really is seriously discounted. The selling now is silly. The selling now is emotional. The selling now is irrational. The buyers are the smart ones. They're picking this stuff up, going, "Thank you. I'll take." You're a nervous ninny. You're all Nelly, all worried about it. I'll take it off your hands. Right down here, you betcha. It was 281 for the all-time low 3 months ago. It's at 283 right now. I'm happy to buy it. I'm happy to take it off your hands. Give me all you got. Just give me everything. The thing too is, if the existing clientele that owns the stock, the shareholders, um, if they were to put in as much money into the stock as they already have, not double how many shares they have, but double the investment they have in the stock, they would be buying 5 times as many shares as exist. There's no way it would stay here. It's impossible. At 283 a share, you can buy 1,000 shares for $2,800. I mean, come on. There are people out there with $20,000 into this thing. If they put 20 grand into this thing again at 283, they'd wipe out the stock. There would be none available. So it needs very little volume to really take a run. Or let's put it this way: it needs not a lot of money to run this market a lot. For it to go to $556 would not take much. We all need an excuse, though. Why would anyone want to buy the ATIP shares today? What's the excuse? The excuse can be varied, but the big one is, who's going to be the CEO? Who is it? And the CEO, what kind of reputation do they have? Do they have public market experience? Do they have public market street cred? Have they got street cred with the street? If they do, there's a $2 bump in the stock right now, just like that. If the new CEO comes in and says, new guy in town, new girl in town, this is our plan, bringing a team with me, better days ahead, watch out. Then Wall Street will react. But at the moment, they're all along. The stock is drifting along, and shorters are having a field day with this. Day traders are trading it like crazy. And I think it's ripe for a buy. Forget the options. Buy the stock and enjoy a lovely little return on your money. But anyway, it's up to each individual investor how much, what kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? How your guts doing? You got the guts to step in here. You made up the right. Are you made up of the right stuff to step in here and go at 283 and lower? I'm a buyer, and I'm gonna just buy this stuff, and nothing's shaking me out of here. That's what this stock needs right now, and it's not getting enough of it. It's getting some of it. 13 million traded. It's not like it isn't trading. It is trading, but it needs another 13 million, and that will pop this thing back to $4 a share, maybe more. But I'm just an observer in plain English to tell you what I see on the outside. Okay, there's that. Sextera down a penny to 9.49. AMC up 18 cents at $40.98. Robinhood up 16 cents, 41.86. Vanek Vectors down $1.37. Home Depot up 14 cents. IBM down 15 cents. We get earnings from IBM after the bell today. So about an hour from now, we'll know what the IBM numbers are. Dow Jones up 158 to 35,615. Microsoft down 68 cents. Apple up 15 cents. Tesla up $1. I think their earnings come out. Isn't it tonight too? Bed Bath Beyond down 20 cents. BlackBerry down 15 cents. Royal Caribbean down 60 cents to 83.88. This is near the low of the session, and these shares in a month have gone from the 93.4 range down here to 83. There's a $10 bill, and that's the first of several, I think, that are coming our way. This stock's going to back off. Norwegian down 15 cents. Carnival up a nickel. Goldman Sachs 408.53 down 3.63 a share. The stock has had a most interesting run. This morning it started at 411. 411 went up to 414, down to 408, back up to 411, and now back to 408, down 377. When it's all said and done, it's 377. It's trading right now at 6.74 times earnings. 6.7 times earnings is what Goldman Sachs is trading at right now. All right, remember that number, 6.7. All right. Apple, the number one company in the world, the largest public company traded out there with the most money in any stock of all the hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, everybody. 29 times earnings. It's trading at 29 times earnings, almost five times the figure of Goldman Sachs. So if Goldman were to trade at 29 times earnings, Goldman would be trading at $2,000 a share. It's trading at 400 a share, 400 something shares. Just to kind of put this in perspective, where we're at here. Goldman Sachs, 408. Now, another comparison would be JP Morgan. JP Morgan, 170 bucks a share, up 177, trading at 10.7 times earnings. Four earnings multiples higher. So instead of 6.7, it's 10.7. So that's about 60% more. That would put Goldman at 650 to 680 a share. I call it a $700 stock. And that's why, because JP Morgan tells me that Goldman Sachs is a $700 stock. There you go. There's opportunities out there, but you got to pick your spots. And once you pick your spots, you stick around and wait it out. Sofi, 21.14 just blew through 21. I mean, it's not even there like butter. It's gone. 219 was the high price just a moment ago. Volume now 21.7 million. Sofi doing great. Rocket Lab, 12.85 up 49. GameStop, 185.11 down 168. Matterport down only 7 cents. ME, 10.11. $10.11 up 48. Smart Rent up 18. Spire down 2 cents to 5.75. And ATIP, 283 a share, down 82 cents. There is your afternoon 1 hour to go recap. 43 minutes to go now in this market as we watch how these shares are going to come through the end of the day here in today's session. Oil turned it around, up $1.29 a barrel now to 84.25. Again, there is no shortage of oil anywhere in the world. Oil is everywhere. Refined oil, that's different. The refined product in its final form of usage, that's not quite where it should be. That is supply disruptions. But there is no shortage of this commodity anywhere on this planet. If I were the president of an oil and gas company, I would be making sure that I have got futures contracts going forward the next 2 years for my production at these prices going out, because you want to lock in these prices. If you're a Canadian company right now, you're really laughing because you're getting paid American dollars for this stuff. This is 84 American. That is like 105 Canadian dollars, 110 Canadian dollars for a barrel of oil. You can produce oil in this country, depending on how efficient you are and how you do it, anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks a barrel. So there's some profits to be made around here. This is good news for Canada. Not that I'm in Canada at the moment, I'm in California, but north of us here in Canada, it's really good news. It's good news for Texas, Oklahoma, the Dakotas. And why is it good news for these guys? These states rely on royalties from the oil and gas companies, and the higher the commodity price goes, the bigger the royalty checks to the states, the governments in Canada and the USA. Good for state budgets, which puts less pressure on income taxes for its citizens. So in Canada and Alberta in particular, the big oil producer in Canada, which is Alberta, they had been running massive deficits through this virus. All of a sudden, these dollars are flowing in from the outside finally, and they'll be able to bring down their deficits dramatically and head towards a balanced budget. First in a decade, they've got debts up there. They need this dough. Anyway, that's what's going on. I don't know how long it's going to last for oil, but it is at 84 a barrel without a shortage. That's the amazing thing about it. Anyway, there you have it, guys. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope it makes sense to you. If you have any questions about what's going on, let me know. I'll see if I can answer it. Thank you, all of you, for being here. NTPC says, I'm almost tempted to buy into ATIP. $283 for 100 shares. Could it go even lower? Yeah, well, how much lower? Another 10 cents? I mean, what? We're there, folks. $283 a share. What a bargain that is. Spire, 574 down 3. Another bargain. ME, 1007, holding a 44-cent gain at the moment. We've got Sofi, 21.14. Looking good now, looking really good, going higher. Rocket Lab 1278, that could turn it around as well and just keep right on going. Anyway, there you have it. You buy low and you ride it. That's the deal right now. My Sofi January 22 call is green for the first time. I'm happy to see this and hear this. I know that a week ago I began to hear a number of you say, my SoFi 15s just went green. My SoFi 1750s went green. Then I heard the stories of the SoFi $20 contracts going green. Now we're getting the 2250s. The higher she goes, the better it gets. And I'm really happy to see this. Paul is saying, I just opened a position on ATIP. If ATIP goes to 750 for Christmas, I will quit your job. How about that? Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Number 4 says, Bruce, I have street cred. I once went to a barbecue in West Chicago. That's street cred right there. Let's see. IBM options are implying a 5.3% move in the share price post earnings. Pre-earnings options volume on IBM is 1.3 normal, with calls leading puts 10-7. So the thinking is higher. Vernon, HIP picked up 100 shares at $285. I picked up 20 call contracts expiring May 2022. Half a strike, $5 for 25 cents. Half 750s for 35. So you got half of the fives, half of them are 750s. Picking up cheap contracts into May next year. Right on, right on. I'm with you, Auntie. I'll wait and see before buying more. Adam, Spire is going to make me the richest simpleton of all time. On the bright side, Spire bottom appears to be 576-ish, maybe. We'll see. Spire right now is 573. ATIP 283. We've got SoFi 21.15 a share, just short of the high of the day here on 22.1 million shares. SoFi leading the way today. Funny how these have gone in rotation today. We had a so-so opening on Rocket Lab. We had a so-so opening on SoFi. We had Matterport kind of okay, then not okay, now kind of almost even again. ME started great, backing off a little, coming on again, hanging around. Smart Rent up, down. Spire just cannot get past 605. ATIP started around the 3 range, now at 283. Around and around we go. Each stock has its moment in the sun, I guess. Anyway, there it is. Let's see what's happening here. Is it almost time to write options on SoFi? Question mark. It's getting closer, but look at how that stock is marching. It's marching higher, even after a down day yesterday, now higher than the day before. It's looking very good. The SoFi shares with 40 minutes to go, climbing, and solid volume, looking great. Options can be written on SoFi whenever you want, but I would be looking at 2250s, maybe 23s, 24, 25s. It depends on which series you're looking at and if you can write options at every dollar level or not. That we will determine as the days go by, but let's keep an eye on this. And what do you think about selling SoFi shares to pick up ATIP at the bottom? Well, SoFi has proven to you in the last, week and a half, it has given you a solid 50% return from the 14s to this 21 level. It is really delivered. You've also seen some serious volume on SoFi. You've seen the kind of volume that Spire should be getting. That's what Spire needs to get it moving. The kind of volume that SoFi has been getting day in and day out is what ATIP now needs. Will they get it, though, is the question. Will they be written up by senior Wall Street banking firms like SoFi has been? Probably not yet. So SoFi is the winner and is the solid gainer, where the other two have a future. But when will they be picked up by the street in Wall Street? When will they be picked off and identified as a real opportunity? I don't see that at this second yet. Spire, though, could make a surprise announcement at any time. They could have another merger deal. They're doing a merger deal now. They're closing it. They could have another contract announced at any time. Spire needs a retail revolution. That's what Spire needs. It needs some buyers to come in there and pick off this dirt cheap stock. But without several 100,000 Spire followers coming on board right now, the stock is destined to stay here. As frustrating as it is, and as unfair as it is, this is what's happening. On the ATIP, that's a whole different ballgame. Management. We are waiting for new management to be brought in, and we want to know who it is. And we have every right to wait until we see who it is. I agree. But it could be that between now and a week or two from now, new management will be announced. But by the time we find out who it is, we're already at $350 to $380 a share, which means you missed the first dollar if you didn't buy it now. if you're waiting for a lower price in ATIP, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for another 15 cents a share to make it worth your while to hold it until it goes to 10. Really? No, this is worth your while. Now is worth your while. You're an investor, you buy ATIP immediately. You don't dilly-dally, don't screw around with it. Buy this stuff because it's here for a limited time offer, in my opinion. But you got to make up your own minds. It's up to you. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. When would you roll over January SoFi calls? Taxdown, thank you for the donation on PayPal. Thank you, Taxdown. When would you roll over January SoFi calls? Well, anytime you want is a good time. I mean, you're now, I hope all of you or many, many of you who bought January calls way back when, you're ahead of the game now. You've seen your contracts come all the way back. You've seen contracts go up nicely. I know a lot of you who listened to me the last 2-3 months where I was just begging you, pick up the SoFi at $13, $14, $15. Buy this stuff. A lot of you did. And you're now really being rewarded for this. It ain't over. The shares can keep right on rolling, but you do have an opportunity at your leisure to theoretically cash in a lovely profit on January contracts, turn right around and pick off April or June or whatever contracts further out. You have that opportunity if that's what you want to do. You have also the other options in front of you. The other choices could be where you are going to sell your contracts for a real nice profit and buy the stock at 21.12 right now. Just buy up the paper instead. In other words, you bought $15 contracts. They're $6 in the money. A January $15 contract right now for SoFi, I believe, is about $670, $680 a share. So you can take that $670, $680, one contract is $600. 3 of them will get you almost 100 shares of SoFi. And you're going to start acquiring enough stock to start getting ready to write call options on your SoFi. You're now going to become a shareholder of the company. So you'll have 300 shares of leverage on 3 contracts. You're going to turn it into 100 shares of leverage on a 100 share ownership position. But now you're going to write a contract every month or two on SoFi to start now bringing in money for years and years and years and years. That could be your strategy going forward. It's available to you. On the other hand, you could sell these Januaries and look at picking off Aprils. You could look at that. You might want to look at, April 2250s, April 25s, taking half the money that you're taking off the table now, half the dough going back into April contracts for, say, 2250s, and the rest of the capital looking to buy something else. Now, whether it's stock in SoFi or whether it's stock in Spire or whether it's stock in ATIP or whether you're going to buy shares of Rocket Lab or options on Rocket Lab, or you're going to sell these SoFi shares contracts, turn around and write Rocket Lab puts. Maybe you're going to do that. Maybe you're going to pick off Spire calls that are out into next summer. There's a lot of choices that you have at your disposal. You don't have to make a move today, but you have the option to do so. Nice position to be in. It's A-okay. Let's see. So SoFi is the highest amongst Uncle Bruce's SPACs right now. Yeah, I guess that's true, isn't it? Interesting. Matterport, number 2, I guess, at 19. And, we're watching all these stocks and SPACs and everything else. The cheapest is ATIP, 286. That's for sure. Let's see. It's sure hard not to cash this in. I just got Goldman Sachs $400 call for June 2020. Is that June 2020? For 38.20, right on the $400 Goldman Sachs call option. Goldman Sachs right now 407.19 is the price of the stock. So you're 407. You're 7 in the money. And $31 premium to June next summer. I'm assuming, unless you bought a 2022, I'm not sure SVT which one you got there. All right, let's see. What else is going on? Let's see what's going on. When it recovers. We don't know when it's going to recover. We're just picking this stuff up here. Deep in the profits into my SoFi call. So tempting, but how it'll rise more? It could. Picked up some Spire down here in Bruce we trust. And yeah, so it's so hard to dump this when the charter around the corner. That's the other thing. You know, there's no rush to sell your SoFi. There is no rush. It's not going back to $13 a share tomorrow. The charter is coming. There is more, the earnings are coming. The conference call is coming. There's a lot more momentum coming on SoFi stock, a whole lot more coming. None of the insiders are going to sell here. They're not going to give up at 21. They had their chance to sell at 13, 14, 15. They didn't. They're not going to sell here either. They're going to ride this higher. So you have that opportunity to join them for the ride. ME 1011. Spire 577 unchanged, ATIP 286, 287 right now. We've got GameStop 185.10. We have SoFi 2101. We have Rocket Lab 1283. Let's see. Yeah, you'll be kicking yourselves. You sell now and they announce the charter, and you know it's going to at least 25. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Yep, that's why I've been picking off as many of these SoFi calls as I can order when it dips. I've been picking them off. I'm waiting for the bank charter news before I change my SoFi position. And Andy is agreeing with Cheddar on this. Erico, if ATIP earnings come in lower than their recent pullback, we're going to get slaughtered like pigs. They're not going to come lower than what they told us last night. They've already given us the number. So what they're going to do now is highlight the other side of the equation, what the upside's going to be, what the future's going to be. They're going to be talking about positive news going forward. The negative is out. It's today. We got it. That's it. Let's see here. Look at SoFi just taunting me as it inches up. Let's see. Oh boy. Yeah, as per Twitter, SoFi reporting third quarter financials November the 10th. I just averaged down my ATIP to $3 a share. Never breaking up with SoFi. Bruce, is Wall Street bets the only hope for Spire to have a revolution you speak of? Adam, I don't know. I really don't know if that's the case. It is a catalyst. It could be a catalyst, but it could be just a momentum thing. Again, I really believe that the big turnaround for ATIP will be, and for Spire, will be positive momentum going forward. Spire is being held down, I think, artificially. ATIP needs management changes, and to each his own. I just think they're both incredibly cheaply priced. That's me. Oh yeah, I'm almost 50% up on my profit loss on SoFi, says Drops. Zach, thumbs up for Bruce. Thank you. Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around and desert you, says Jenner Stacks. Never going to do it. Let's see here. Other comments. I'm just thinking if SoFi hits $25, Spire's wondering, could it be that it drops from there back to, say, 21, 20? From there, it goes on slowly the normal way. Anything is possible, of course, but again, the shares, they reached 25 on a solid run-up with the foundation they're building here. The downside could be limited. If we start hearing and reading all kinds of new recommendations to buy the stock, all kinds of analysts coming out with $25 and $30 and $35 price targets, it's a new ball game. It's a new ball game from here, and so it's looking pretty solid here. Do you think the recent run up on ME from 750 to the 10 range last few days means it's being discovered or promoted on the street? Finally, Cramer, CNBC. Look, everybody who's anybody in the business, in the brokerage business, whether you're a bond guy, a stock guy, you're based in New York, London, Miami, LA, Tokyo, they watch CNBC. And some of the viewing you must have. You must watch CNBC in the last half hour before the market opens, because that's when Cramer and David Faber are talking. These guys, they've got cred. Like them or hate them, they've got cred, and they've been around a long time. And if Cramer starts talking about 23andMe, it's not because he's fooling around. He's not like playing. This guy's serious. He doesn't need to start talking about stock that has no business doing what it's doing. And so, yeah, he likes what he sees. The street is hearing about 23andMe. All of a sudden, 23andMe just got exposed to what, 20 million traders today that may have not heard of it before, or kind of heard about it, but now are hearing about it again in their face. They're getting it. Yeah, it's serious. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. He's talked about 23andMe before. I think he'll talk again. We'll see what happens here. AB, some investment firm announced last week they were buying ME. Don't remember who it was. What else is going on here? Hey, Uncle Bruce, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen, enjoy your trip. Tax down as Sean and Wendy, y'all will be so proud of us since our one-on-one a few months ago. Your one-on-ones are well worth it, and they're fun too. Thank you so much, you guys. We really enjoyed our session. It was great, and I'm really glad it's working out for you. I am offering one-on-ones for next weekend. None for this weekend, but next week, Saturday, Sunday, if you want to have a one-on-one with me, if any of you want to have a 1 hour to kind of go over your situation, let me know. Send me a private email, brucefrommert at hotmail.com, and we'll try to figure Saturday or Sunday morning next weekend when we can fit you in and kind of go over your scenarios. Thank you guys for your donation. It came through on PayPal, and I so appreciate it as always. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Let's go. Look, I took profits on MTTR, Rocket Lab Smart, and rolled them into Sofi when it was all $14. Nice. Just bought another call on ATIP January 2024 for 250 strike, 150 for stealing money. Let's see. What else is happening? Thank you all for being here. Let's see. And yeah, that's true. Look at in terms of percentages, says Mr. Mojo. If ATIP, which is right now sitting at what, 286 a share. If ATIP goes to $5 a share, that means it's almost doubled. What other stocks could double? SoFi to 40, 42, Sextera to 20, Smart Rent to 23. Matterport to 38, ATIP 287 to 550, double your money. Very doable. Let's see. I'm in the money on my SoFi. They expire next Friday. What should I do? You should be selling your SoFi for a profit on these calls, and at the very least, pick up December's or January's and just roll them over. That's what I'd be doing, at the very least. Is there any news on the SoFi charter? We do not have anything yet. We're waiting for it. Day to day. Let's see. Ori says safe travels. I'm going to be in Scottsdale next month. Enjoy Arizona. Let's go. ATIP current volume 13.6 million as per Yahoo Finance. Yeah, there's some volume here. Let's see here. Just bought three $2.50 January 2023 contracts called YOLO. You only live once. Considering visiting an ATIP near me and pumping employees for the company rumor mill, Desperado for info. You know, you might find some interesting thoughts from some of the employees over there. They might well have some thoughts on their employer, ATIP. They may have info that you don't hear on this channel or anywhere else. Might be worth a look. You never know. 286 on ATIP. Spire at 577, unchanged. 23andMe 1017 up 54. Gamestop 185 down 179. SoFi 2095 and Rocket Lab 1275. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I guess the best and safest discount you're going to get are those $2.50 calls for January 2024. at 154 each, effectively getting it at half price right now. Mentalis is looking for another 10-20% drop. Pigs get slaughtered. If you're getting greedy, pigs get slaughtered. Let's see. Just made it in the door. Hi there, peeps and fellow peeps from Michael Downs. How you doing, Mike? I picked up 100 more ATIP shares. If ATI dips, I already have to buy order in place for that. I now have 10,000 shares of ATIP. I hope for our gut, it's right. I hope it's right. Wild brawl starts in ATIP as investors demand answers by walking into therapy location. Stock goes up. That's your only chance in the near term. Those poor therapists going, what do you want, man? I just work here. I don't know what you're talking about. Help me out here. 1277 on Rocket Lab, up 41. Sofi, 2096, up 74. We got 19 minutes to go. Gamestop at 185 even. Matterport, 1933, down 9 cents. 23andMe at 1017. Smart Rent, 1188, up 14. Spire, 574, down 3 cents. ATIP, 286.5. Down 78 cents. Sextera unchanged at 950. Will not go over 950 today. I don't know why. AMC up 16 cents. Robinhood up 14 cents. Vanik up down $1.40. Home Depot up 12, and IBM down 19 cents right now. The Dow's up 126. Microsoft down $1.06. Apple up 20 cents. Tesla up down 52 cents. Down 52 on Tesla. Not a lot going on here. Goldman is at 406.48, down 568, and that's a bargain in my book. But what can I say? Day to day, these stocks, they fluctuate. That's what it is. That's how it is. That's how it goes. And some days that makes sense, and some days it makes no sense at all. There you have it. Anyway, there you go. Nate says, I'm up 150% on my January 22 $20 SoFi call. Any ideas on when to sell it? Shares can go to 22, 24, 25. We're at 20.96 right now. So if you get another $2 and get it to the $23 neighborhood, you're going to be looking pretty good here. Let's see. Bank charter still coming. Let's see what happens. I work in healthcare. We're desperate for workers. Problem is, it requires specialized skills that take 2 years plus training to get. Exactly right. Cheddar, a therapist. Oh, why the face is calling? Why are you talking about shorts? It's wintertime. What's this all about? Let's see. Where was this comment? What's this? I work at a Home Depot. I never knew what the stock price was. I imagine if a customer came in and started yammering about buying the dip, we'd call the police to get the nets. Let's see. I got my homemade meat lovers pizza in the oven, which will be ready for closing. Either way, I win. Laugh out loud. I'm a winner no matter what happens to this market. So that's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with that strategy. SoFi 2094, Rocket Lab 1281. They're both higher on the day. We've got ME at 1016. We have Spire down 3 cents. ATIP now 287. And the volume on ATIP, 13.8 million. The volume on Spire, 817,000. That's why it's not moving. ME, 5.8 million volume today. SoFi volume at 2094 is 23.7 million. Rocket Lab volume with 1284 last trade, 4.4 million today. Very good. We have 16 minutes left in the day. The Dow's up 122 and the S&P up 14, NASDAQ down 14 points. So one is up, one is down. And there you go. Let's see what's going on. 2097 on SoFi, up 75 cents on the day. It's having a good, solid, just an up move all day long. Buying power coming in. It's just picking off the cheap stock, taking it away. 287 on ATIP. A low of the day, 281. There you have it, 6 cents above the low of the day, right here, right now. And IBM down 15 cents, coming into the final few minutes of trading. It seems to be strengthening just a tad here, but It's been pretty quiet the last 3 hours as it's now awaiting its numbers. Trading at 23.9 times earnings. Somebody tells me IBM's numbers are higher. They're going to be good, but that's just my guess. We'll find out for ourselves after the market is closed. Just spent $750 on car repairs. At this rate, I'm going to need ATIP to get it together sooner rather than later. There you go. Uncle Bruce, should I sell my November calls on ATIP, take the loss, and go out further? November, you say you have Novembers, so you're coming into the next month. You're getting close. The next week or so, you're going to have to decide if there's any recovery here. All I want is Rocket Lab to do a run to 20 in the near future. Then I'm going to scoop ATIP. That's all I'm looking for. It's so simple. Or Spire. I mean, whichever. I'm easygoing. Very flexible viewers here. I'm very happy about how easygoing you are about what you're going to do with huge, massive profits. I congratulate you on your common sense. Remember, we're all simpletons here. That's all we are. We're just trying to keep it simple. Go from one opportunity to another, and we're just trying to get rich. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to get rich. Take one escalator to another floor, to another escalator to another floor. I mean, how hard can that be? Come on. Cut a guy a break, will you? We're up 137 on the Dow, up 14 on the S&P, and we're down 11 on the NASDAQ. We're up $1.25 now, $1.29 on oil at this momento. GameStop, 185.31. Very flat. Down 148 and not moving, just sitting around. Those GameStop contracts, those 185s, are continually losing value as this stock does not go higher. That is showing us that these 185s now 340 bid. They're down from, what were they, 910 day before yesterday? Now 340 bid and falling. So there you go. These contracts have a 22 cents book value, and so down they go. There you have it. What else is going on here? Let's see. I can't believe my ATIP limit order of 280 didn't get filled all day, and it swooped down to 281. Give me my tasty deal. Yeah, you're looking for all-time new lows, and you didn't get it. And I keep telling you guys, do not put in buy orders at nice round numbers. You just setting yourself up for failure more often than not. You get lucky once in a while. Sometimes you do, but other times you miss it. ME is looking good today. Yes, the Credit Savage. Wife jumped on the ATIP wagon. It has almost 1,000 shares, average just above 3 after today. To all the geniuses wanting to sell the 22.5 January 22 Sofi calls before the bank charter coming soon, I'll buy them anytime. Don't be doing it. Let's see. Put those buyer increments in at 1 or 3 cent higher than the flat price. It really is not so inconceivable to 3 times with options and do it again and again. I just spent $2,200 on my car, says Island Girl to Jordan Brown. It is 13 years old, and I decided I can get another 100,000 out of her. Scott, making money on SPACs. Inconceivable. Liz of False Uncle Bruce explained to set orders 1 cent for a round number like 81. To 80 cents. That's right. What I'm saying is if you're going to buy something, don't buy it at 80 cents or 85 cents. Buy it at 81 cents or 86 cents or $1.81 or $2.81. If you're trying to sell something and it's $2.90 to $3, offer it at $2.99. 1 penny below the offer. Don't offer it a nice round number. You're among all kinds of other sellers in a round number. Be that odd number right in front there. Get in front of the line. Heck, even if you were being conservative, if you got 275 Microsoft calls for March at 25 when Microsoft was 280, then those calls are 40 right now, 1,500 profit a call. Nice. Uncle Bruce, how important is book value per share? I read that anything under 1.5 is good opinion. It depends on the business you're in. It depends on the business that you're in regarding book value. Like Apple, for example, Apple doesn't own factories in China. Apple doesn't own the machines that make their telephones or computers. They hire these guys. It's their money. Apple can fire these guys at a moment's notice as well, shift manufacturers. So Apple's book value is misleading in that its value is its sales multiples. That's where Apple gets valued at. And other companies like oil and gas companies, they drill for oil, they find it, they announce that we have 8 million barrels of recoverable oil in this oil field. We have 5 million over there. We have 30 million over there. They announce how many barrels they have. They talk about what it's worth in round terms. But at the end of the day, an oil company is always depreciating in value because every barrel that comes up to the surface is immediately sold and is not replaced down below by Mother Nature. You are eating up your reserves every barrel you produce. And so you have to keep drilling to keep replacing the oil you keep pumping out of the ground. And so oil companies are constantly reinvesting. So they're trading at a book value, but their book value is constantly fluctuating. And if they don't have a big find for 5 or 10 years until they find another big oil field, they lose value. They become much less valuable. Now, unless they have, like Exxon, they have refineries downstream and they own retail stores, they can earn money refining the product all the way to the final product, to the final end use. But they also are sitting on real estate assets like gas stations and corner stores that might be appreciating in value because of property values. So there's that offsets some of the losses over here. Each company is its own unique thing. Anyway, driving and listening to you, Uncle Bruce, says Carol. Oh, thank you, Carol. Looking forward to seeing you here soon. My dog rolled in a dead animal. And ATIP drops 20% the same day. I don't know if I'm going to make it through sober October here. I don't know if I'm going to make it. James, Uncle Bruce, what's the point of keeping Spire held down at this point? Seems like it's in a spot now where it's not going to go down any lower. Calls don't seem to be a factor anymore either. I mean, what's the deal? Your guess is as good as mine. I really wonder, why is Spire being held here at 571? I cannot answer that question. I can't. Did they also write a bunch of calls for November, and they're going to hold the market down through November as well? Is that the deal? I don't know. Nick, we will never beat the Wall Street big boys who have lots of money but can trade along their game while they eat a big pie and we get the crumbs. All right, Uncle Bruce, I bought ATIP at 353 yesterday. I'm filled with regret today. Well, buy more. My average is 643. Buy more. Nick, I'm Canadian. I'm already used to sleeping next to an elephant. Splair, Uncle Bruce, I wish you a safe and good trip. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. James Gunn, there are more options set to make big gains if it stays down here next month. Look like they planned for this to last a bit. Island Girl, Jordan saying, I'm in a similar situation. Mine is 12 years old. Laugh out loud and thinking about the same thing. Should definitely last me a few more years at the least. Cars, how long they last. Frumbler got $297 premium for a GameStop covered call. $190 expires on Friday. Thanks for the lessons. I'm looking to take a couple of more. Right on. Beautiful job. And I don't want to buy any of these overpriced cars right now anyway. There you go. I thought about the 281 limit, but I was sure that it was going to go to an all-time low. It wasn't a bad missed opportunity. I don't have enough powder for 100 shares now. It's okay. It's all good. 289.5 on ATIP, pushing 290 right now. Spire 573 down 4 cents. ME 1008 up 45. GameStop 184.42. SoFi $21 again, coming back up 78. Rocket Lab 12.68. The Dow right now, as we are coming into the last 6 minutes, up 117. S&P up 13. Nasdaq up 16 points. Oh, sorry, Nasdaq down 16 points. It's the loser. The others are the winners at the moment. The Dow will not close at a new all-time high at this pace because it's too low to do it. Jordan, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stock markets with Bruce. Yippee-ki-yay says, I bought a Ford in the money covered call, strike $14 for $100. Just sold it for $213. Am I doing this right? Well, if you bought a call for $100 and you sold it for $213, I call that a win. Congratulations. AB, if I see an early low in the day and it shot back up and I want to help my odds of getting filled, I I put a limit buy a couple of cents above the low of the day, and I wait. There you go. That's good strategy too. DM Uncle Bruce, what do you think Spire will do leading up to the November 10 third quarter earnings report? I don't know. You know, don't know. Yeah, a simple answer: Spire is not being held. It's not a conspiracy, Bruce. Spire is sitting here at 573, down 4 cents, and it trades about 1 million shares every single day, and it never goes up. That's normal, Bruce. That is completely normal. You don't know what you're talking about. This is completely normal behavior. There's nothing to see here. All is fine. Olga, thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate that. Let's see here. AB saying, I got a lease on a car right before the pandemic. The prices are so crazy. I get a refund practically and lease another for roughly the same amount. Free new car for 6 years at least. That's a good move, isn't it? Hey, Uncle Bruce, Mirko, have you already figured out how the charging stops for your road trip? Oh, yeah. I think we're going to be in Quartzsite for our first charge up out of here. So, and then we'll be in probably in Buckeye or Glendale. Yeah, no problem. Shorting isn't a conspiracy. It's an investment strategy. And yes, it's being used with Spire. There you go. It's an investment strategy. We're keeping the stock crushed, and it's an investment strategy. Don't compare your success only to yourself in a good way. Okay. Good evening, fellow simpletons from Socius. Smooth brain, diamond handed apes, and snazzy retail investors. Yep, get a Reddit mate. Remember the everything short and Fenville, yippee-ki-yay. The wise man once said, if it's good enough to post, then it's good enough for profit. Something like that. Congrats on the win. This is the marathon, not the sprint. Let's talk about what we do know. Says Cheddar Stacks. Spire is not the leader in their industry, nor are they profitable. It's a growth company. They are overvalued. Now, it definitely is oversold, but how much so? There you go. That's what we do know, I guess. Make it happen, bruh. It's literally verifiable. Just look at the damn borrow rates. It's verifiable, buddy. Bruh. Thank you, bruh. Since I now work from home due to the pandemic, says Lobo Blast, I have driven about 7,000 miles in over a year. My old hoopty is only worth about $3,000. I'm thinking of selling it and buying some stock. I don't need this car anymore. Fenville, are you making fun of my man? How dare you? So I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, whatever. Did I miss something? Did you actually buy a Tesla? No, I'm renting one. I've rented one to the end of the year through Turo, and we're driving to Phoenix tomorrow for a wedding. We'll be back on Tuesday. I won't be on the air until Tuesday. That's the dealio. 184.15 on GameStop. Now down on the day 264. These 185 calls I keep talking about are now 335 to 365 and falling. Okay, let's see. Done, Uncle Bruce. See you next week. Carol, you take care. Oof, touched a noive there, it seems. Oh, man. Let's see. What else is going on? Let's see. Anyway, people are debating with each other what they're doing here. We're down to a minute to go. Last minute of trading on the day here. Finishing off the last of our trades. We're at Rocket Lab now, 1271 up 31. We got Sofi 2106 up 84. GameStop 184.42. Matterport 1934 down 8. ME 1018 up 55 cents. Smart Rent up 12 to 1180, 1190 now. Smart Rent up 15. Spire down a nickel, 572. All natural trading. ATIP 286 and Sextera down 3 cents. We are getting ready to close the day up right here, right now, as the bell is going to start ringing. They're going to start clapping over there very shortly over on my TV. Close the casino. I've been a member since March. Just lapsed my membership here and there. Chillmate, it's all good. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, do you think that SoFi will be under 2050 next week? Seems there's quite a bit of contracts, so I'm thinking even if it pops to 22, they'll get knocked back. I have no idea. There's so much going on SoFi. It could be 26 next week. Who knows? Where's Larry? He's in New Orleans, and Lorraine's saying, "Hey, Bruce, enjoy your time off." Cheddar, Bruce told me to sell AMC at 12. John Van knows he will. We will not forget winners and losers. There you go. Let's see. Let's see here. Anyway, there you go. There you go. ME close to 1020, looking good. The clapping is going on, and raindrops keep falling on my head. There you go. The markets are done. Larry is in New Orleans looking for Yoko Ono albums. It's all good. The Dow closed out with a gain of 152. It looks like. Earnings after the bell. Tesla, IBM coming, and a few others. We'll be watching for that. Rocket Lab close to 1272, up 36 cents. We have Sofi closing at 2105, up 83 here. The high was 2119 on 25.5 million Sofi. Good day on Sofi. Rocket Lab traded 4.8 million. That was a good day too. 184.46 on GameStop. Final trade Matterport 1934 down 8 cents. ME 1020 up 57 cents on 6.1 million today. Very good day. Smart Rent 11.89 up 14 cents. Spire 572 down a nickel. Volume on Spire 923,000 shares, about a million, with no up days at all anywhere. This is the 1 week chart on Spire. This is a completely natural chart for a stock that is not being manipulated by anybody. It is completely trading just the way any other company would. This is completely natural, where you go from the $18, $19 level down to $5 and get crushed. This is normal. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing being manipulated here. There's nothing wrong here. We're not calling Congress to investigate anything. Everything is fine. There's no blood on the street. There's nothing to worry about. ATIP 286.5. It's now 291 in the aftermarket. 14.5 million traded on ATIP today. Cyxtera down a penny at 9.49. This is what the stock did all afternoon. Look at that. Look at that chart. It had a little glitch in the morning, and then look at it all day long. 9.49 to 9.50. Did not flinch, shade, move. That's natural too. They say in New York, this is normal. This is all fine. There's nothing to see here. There's no manipulating going on. There's no stock being held anywhere. It's allowed to do whatever it wants. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing to see here at Cyxtera. Don't worry about it. Don't call your congressman. They're not going to do anything. Don't worry about it. Call your broker. Find out what your broker. Oh, you don't have a broker. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, that's right. They all died of old age. That's right. They're all dead now, except for a couple of hangers on. One guy's on YouTube. Scary stuff. AMC up 7 cents. Robinhood up 13. Vanik down 118. Home Depot up 49 cents. IBM lost 8 cents today. It's now 141.90, unchanged in the aftermarket. We'll be watching IBM in the aftermarket to see if anything happens. We'll find out. We're also awaiting the Tesla numbers from Tesla. We'll find out how they're doing as well. TS, I think it's LA for the symbol of Tesla. The last I saw, yeah, Tesla up $1.53 on the day. I thought we're down 79 cents right now in the aftermarket. Nothing happening yet. We'll wait for results from Tesla shortly. Then we'll keep an eye open for our friends at IBM. We are also waiting for CSX, and we're waiting for Las Vegas Sands. That's the other one we're waiting on. Those are 4 of the larger companies to report, apparently. So that's what we're waiting on right now. All right. IBM, 141.95, up a nickel at the moment as we await, the earnings for IBM. Earnings. Let's see what they've got. Microsoft was up 82 cents. Apple up 50 cents. Tesla was up 153. And Royal Caribbean down 56 cents here. Goldman down 443. Came up back up a little bit at the end of the day from like $1 or something like that. Now 408.85, up another $1 in the aftermarket on Goldman Sachs. Okay, there it is. And everyone's going, hey, hi, how are you? GameStop, baby, GameStop. We shall see what happens next. GameStop in the aftermarket, 184.50, up 7 cents. Not a lot going on there. 184.10, down 33 cents on GameStop in the aftermarket. All right. What did those 185s do when it was all said and done today? They ended up at 340 to 360. So we'll see how they do tomorrow. They might open around that 220 mark. We'll see. They have to move, otherwise they're going to go down. Okay. Tesla 868 up 271. It looks like Tesla is moving higher at the moment. 869 moving up. 872 moving up. $7 on Tesla. Tesla's moving up. 875. It's going higher. Tesla going higher at the moment. So far, earnings must be coming out. CSX beats revenue beats. That's, I believe, the railroad. Isn't that what it is? Kansas? Is that Kansas Southern? Not sure who that is. I can't remember. Tesla to 872 now. 868 backing up a little bit. Still up 275 on Tesla as we're awaiting its results. IBM at 142.35 up 45 cents in the aftermarket. Tesla now 863 backing off. Now up to 868, jumping around. Really jumping around. Tesla revenues beat. Tesla 13.7 versus 13.6. Tesla beat in gross revenues. It's at 869.58 up 378 right now on the Tesla shares. We've got IBM now waiting for that. It is showing 142.05 up 15 cents on IBM. Earnings alert coming out. CSX revenues beat. Tesla revenues beat. 13.7 versus 13.6 billion. Adjusted earnings per share 186 versus 159 for Tesla. Higher. Stocks at 866.89, only up $1.45 at the moment on Tesla. So they're not going down. They're not backing off as a company. They're coming on. 870 now on the stock. 868, 870 up about $5. IBM up 10 cents a share to 142 in the aftermarket at this moment in time with no additional news. And Tesla's still holding a gain now of about $5 a share to $870. They've had a good run the last couple of months from that 500 something range to here. That is the story on Tesla. Yep, 868 on Tesla. IBM, we're now waiting for them. They'll come out with their earnings in a little bit and tell us how they did. Time will tell. Yes, indeed it will. Okay. Thank you, Thank you all for being here. It's nice to have you around. Let's see. Here we go. Michael, as I build my portfolio for retirement, I remembered IBM, and it was well liked by you, Uncle Bruce, so I bought it, and I like the stock. There you go. Let's see. I am a simpleton for selling AMC at 12. Then I had to go make my bald man cry. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on here. IBM down 539. Just took a drop. IBM just took a drop. Earnings alert. Is it IBM? What are they talking about here? Waiting. Yep. IBM earnings beats 252 versus 250. IBM did beat the number. Revenue misses 17.62 billion versus 17.7 billion expected. And because they missed by 100 million, the stock is off to 137.80 at the moment. But the earnings per share are higher because they bought back so many shares. That's my guess. The cloud software revenue, 5.69 billion versus 5.77 billion. The company did not over exceed on its numbers, and so the shares are off here, $4.50 a share on IBM. Tesla still is now down itself. Tesla is down $11 to $8.56, $8.54, $8.56. IBM at $136.76, down on the news. IBM's systems revenues are 1.1 billion versus 1.2 billion estimate. Just missing some of their revenue misses. They're just shy, and the stock is getting pounded down 570 to 136 on IBM. But the earnings per share beat the street because they buy back their stock all the time. Interesting. Watching that closely. And we've got Tesla now down at 858, down 780 a share, 859 on Tesla. So it is underwater, a bit lower here at at this moment in time. That's what we got going on, kids. Watching the markets closely here. 862 on Tesla now, down $2. So it's coming back. IBM 135.78, down 611 at the moment. Take a look at anybody else doing anything else going on here. No, nothing happening there. And Sofi after hours, 2108 up 3 cents. Nothing going on there. ATIP closed at 287, trading at 291 in the aftermarket. ATIP is up 4 cents, up from 287 to 291 on 3,000 shares. Nothing much going on there. Spire 573 at the close, 573 in the aftermarket. ME closed at 1020 today, now at 1021 in the aftermarket. CYXT 949 on the close, 949 in the aftermarket. Let's see here. Rocket Lab 1272 on the market, 1279 in the aftermarket. Okay. And IBM still, they're talking IBM. It is at the moment 135.10 down 680. Tesla 861 down $4. So both are down. IBM and Tesla are both down in after hours trading. IBM falls on revenue miss. What analysts were expecting and what the company delivered, they missed. Las Vegas Sands has a loss of 45 cents versus 20 cents. Las Vegas Sands down 2.5%, down $1 a share. It's not having a good aftermarket either. So three are down here. Tesla, IBM, and Las Vegas Sands. CSX are holding a $1 gain, and that's the only one having any kind of a gain today. 135 on IBM, down 665. Tesla, 862, down 380. And that's where we're at right now. Goldman Sachs, 407.89, up 16 cents in the aftermarket. Matterport, 1934 kind of final trade, 1934 in the aftermarket. Nothing going on there. Okay. Yep, IBM stock down over 4% as revenue misses estimates, it says. IBM is off. Alrighty, let's pop that up there, right there. IBM, boom. 135.05 last trade on IBM in the aftermarket on 149,000 volume. Not a lot of volume, though. 135.08 down 682. Tesla 858 a share, down 729 at this point. Those are the two that are dominating here right now. Las Vegas Sands down 96 cents and CSX up 94. So there you go. That's the dealio. How will IBM react tomorrow morning? Of course, we've got the split coming up soon. We'll be watching for that to see how that goes through. We'll see what this is all about. Tesla 858 down $7. There it is. Okay. And thank you for the 246 thumbs ups. Appreciate that, guy. Let's see. Hey, Bruce, you ever seen old episodes of The Simpsons where the nuclear plant gets bought out by a German conglomerate and Homer gets a call from his stockbroker? Yeah, I got 15. Woohoo, sell. Oh, man. Let's see. Then it goes up to 3,000 in the afternoon. Oh! Sells at 15 and it goes to 3,000. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Love The Simpsons. Okay. Let's see. You ever consider how Tesla will perform in Canada in the wintertime? Will heating the car greatly reduce your range, or maybe the plan is to be in Cali every winter? Yeah, that's part of the plan. The part of the plan is to be in California every winter. The other part of the plan is we'll be in an apartment building with a heated underground parkade, so the car will always be sheltered. And if it's a blizzard out, I'm not taking the car out. I'm not going to drive it in god awful conditions. I'll grab an Uber or stay inside. Yeah, the car will be babied by yours truly. I am not interested in pushing a Tesla around like some kind of a 4x4 Jeep or anything like that. That is not the intent. But I do notice that the car does very well in Sweden and Norway in the wintertime. There have been a lot of videos posted in Northern Europe, and the cars do extremely well. What do you think about picking up 50 contracts for Spire in February at 11 strike for 30 cents? Nah, I don't think that's a good idea. $11 contracts on Spire? Nah, I don't think so. Did you see? Did you what was that? Foldable phones from Samsung. I bought a Fold 3 and it's super handy for trading. It's like a small tablet, it's all in your pocket. Yeah, I seen it, but I'm out of that game. Oh, and that's not correct. My worst mistake was losing 30 grand on a Swedish mining company in 2012. Anyway, Tesla down $8. IBM on sale. IBM stands for I've been moved. Let's see. Why did I sell my Tesla at 7:30? Why? Uh, let's see here. IBM ended the quarter with 8.4 billion on hand with cash. And let's see what else. IBM touches 130. It is a mega bargain right now. 135 is where it's at right here. Tesla 860 down $4. And let's see. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm sure Bruce is right on those stocks, but if you bought at a bad time, ouch, some people here are sitting at $10 ATIP stock being ridiculed by those who bought at 3. But Uncle Bruce told those people to buy. I like the company at 10. I like it at 3. I still like it. When it goes back to 10, I'll still like it. If it goes to 20, I'll still like it. I'm going to like this company a long, long time. So, give it enough time, you'll do all right. Anyway, Uncle Bruce, I hope you have a safe trip, says John Jepson. Thank you, John. I lived in Goodyear, Arizona for 12 years. I miss it. While you're out there, check out Tombstone, Arizona. They have a live Wild West show. It's pretty cool. Uncle Bruce, is IBM a bargain right now, or should we wait a bit more to see if it dips lower? Well, it's 134.86. I don't know how it'll react tomorrow. Kind of curious to see what the analysts will do overnight. And see what they think of the stock going forward, because the split that's coming for every 5 shares you have, you'll get one of the Kendall shares, whatever that is. I don't know. Might not be a good time to sell the stock just before the split. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, everybody. Let's go. What else is happening? Safe travels. Have fun with your family and friends, Uncle Bruce and AJ, everyone else. Keep calm. You betcha, guys. We'll be fine. And let's see. Enjoy your trip and watch those crazy American drivers. And have a great rest of the week, everybody. And safe trip to Uncle Bruce and Jen. Thank you, everybody. I will be off tomorrow, Thursday. I will be off on Friday, and I'll be off on Monday. I'm going to be in Arizona for a wedding, and Jen and I are meeting our daughter tomorrow at the airport. So the family will be reunited for a few days in Phoenix. We're going to see some old friends and that kind of thing. So a little get together. I'm looking forward to getting back next week. We'll be back here Monday night. I'll be on the air Tuesday. Anything stupid happens, we'll try to get you a message. Kind of keep your eyes open on the channel. You never know when Bruce might post a live bulletin with his phone from a Starbucks without any fanfare, any announcement, any warning. You never know. So keep your eyes open out there, kids. If there's anything you as members should know, you may find that there are member alerts coming up from time to time. You're going to ask yourself, how does he do that? He's incredible. We'll try to keep you posted on what's happening. But one day at a time, one trade at a time, one penny at a time. We're just trying to make money, okay? Have fun at the wedding. We'll see how that goes. Imagine Uncle Bruce excited to see his daughter. You deserve a break. Enjoy. We'll miss you. Enjoy the break, Uncle B. Have a great time at the wedding. Bruce, looking forward to when you're back next week. See you all next week. Is Canada the only Commonwealth country that DRUV? I don't know what that means. We will miss you, Uncle B. Have a nice trip. Happy trails. Hey there. We'll do our thing. Thank you, everybody, for being here today and always being here. Appreciate it. And you just trust us for 5 days unsupervised? What if we have a party and trash a place or we burn it down or something? I got security guys. I got cameras everywhere, and you guys don't worry about that. Thank you for being here. Have a great weekend coming up, and stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you next Tuesday officially. But you might see a little blip here and there from me. You never know. Enjoy your break. The internet is a series of tubes. Is Canada the only Commonwealth country that drives on the right? That's a good question. I don't know. You got me thinking there, because Cayman Islands we drove on the left. I think Bermuda Bahamas we drove on the left. Bermuda we drove on the left. Enjoy the wedding and the trip, Uncle B. Safe travels, Uncle B. See you soon, Uncle B. Uncle B, close but no cigar with my GameStop 185s, 120 limit buy to close. Any thoughts for 175s and 85s tomorrow? Remembering that Friday is not a trading day here. Well, you're going to be buying your contracts back tomorrow for sure. If you have an opening dip on the market, your 85s will come in super cheap. So you got to win there. The 75s, you're likely going to do a rollover, more than likely. So keep your eye open for that. But I'll be watching the market from the car, see what it looks like. But definitely, if the stock drops $2 or $3 on the opening tomorrow, your 85s are going to be about $2 for sure. They'll be down to two because they're running out of gas. I know by tomorrow night you'll have it all done. So you've got a rollover at the very least. If they want to open up higher, the shares want to do that. Well, fine, let them do so. You'll do the rollovers up there. Whatever the market wants to give you, you're going to take it. I know, and you'll write contracts 2-3 weeks further out, bringing in some serious premiums, and away we go again. So I'll keep an eye on it, Beach Boy. I'll be watching you. We'll be watching to see what happens, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. You know how to reach me. So let's see what happens. Thank you, everybody, for all of you, all these kind words and wishes. Thank you, everybody. I see you all, and I love it. Thank you. I look forward to talking to you soon, and we'll keep you posted on what's going on. Jen, are we there yet? Bruce is going to break. Spire's going to hit 15 when he's gone. It's going to go. You know what's going to happen. Enjoy the rest of the week and the weekend, everybody. I'll be busy with those lessons. There you go. Good luck, simpletons. If any of you have troubles with your lessons, if you acquire a lesson, you're having trouble getting to watch it, just send me a private email. I'll get you looked after. The next stop I get, I'll get the computer fired up, and we'll get you looked after. We're there for you. Bruce is on the run. He's on the run. And have a good trip. Bye all. Bon voyage. If you want to see my Discord page, I guess there is a Discord page. I think you go to my go to Wall Street Bets. You go to Reddit, and go to Stock Markets with Bruce on Reddit. There's a link there to the Discord. Apparently, I don't run it. Apparently that's how it goes. Okay, bye simpletons. That's it. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. See you on Tuesday officially.